We're going to talk about quickly number one most expensive place to live in France.
And can you guess where it is?
Can you guess where this is? Can you guess?
I'm going to say it's probably not here.
Come on.
It's going to be the capital city, isn't it? It's going to be Paris for
It's
France. Paris. And
So-
how much is it to live there per square metre?
10,684 euros.
Which is a good amount of money per square metre. That's a good amount of money. So,
But then it gives you everything on your doorstep, obviously.
Well,
you know,
Paris.
you've got all the theatre life, you've got the outdoorsy life, the restaurant, everything, haven't you?
it's a capital city.
And also you've got all the international schools, you've got a massive choice of international schools in Paris if you have children. And it gives you, it does, if you can afford it, Paris gives you an amazing lifestyle. It really can give you, it really can.
Yeah. I mean, personally, I don't think I would want to live in Paris the same as I wouldn't want to live in London. Really, I'm not one for wanting to live in these big cities, like big capital cities. But I do like Paris. I do like Paris. I mean, I've been there a few times, and I do like it. I mean, I know you actually lived there for a while, didn't you?
Yeah, when I was younger, I lived there. Yeah. I worked there. I've been to school there. Yeah. But you know, money does help, so I think it could have been an improved experience. If you have the extra money, the better it's going to be. When it comes to Paris, it's without a doubt. And then you've got Lyon and Bordeaux are the next two most expensive places to live.
Okay, interesting. Bordeaux is a city that I wouldn't mind. I mean, I've not been to, but I know it's on the coast, and as cities go, that's actually, I've heard it's quite nice down there. Quite hot, obviously, but quite nice. Lyon is quite central, and for me, isn't a city we've driven.
Lyon?
We've driven through it quite a few times through Lyon.
It's quite nice, Lyon.
I mean, it's on the river. It looks nice.
It's very hot.
Yeah.
Every time we go down there.
It is.
I mean, it is stinking hot
Whenever we drive
in
through,
the summer.
When you're driving
Really
through France on the motorways, you generally, if you're going north to south, you generally drive through or very close to past Lyon, because it's where the main motorways run through. Because all the motorways in France run north to south.
But I've never really spent much time in Lyon at all.
No. I've never looked at it whilst we're driving through and thinking, I must stop here because it's normally really, really hot and I'm going somewhere. So
it's a good location because you're you're not far from the south, so you've got the Mediterranean, and then you're kind of not far from the Alps. So you've got good accessibility. To both of those areas.
It's an interesting location because, whenever we went into the Alps from the south, we'd drive up to Lyon, then you go across. So you go up there and go right, and it takes you straight into the Alps round Grenoble. Is it Grenoble? I think it's Grenoble way, isn't it? I think it takes you around that way.
Well, the lower Alps.
The lower Alps, which is Grenoble. Around that way.
That's the Barcelonette, I think, of Napoleon's. It's called La Route de Napoleon because it's the route that Napoleon took to go up into the Alps took his men into battle.
It did, absolutely.
Up that way. So we've got Paris, then it's Hauts-de-Seine, Ile-de-France, so it's a bit more of the Parisian area. Val-de-Marne.
Where's that?
That's just on the outskirts again of it's the Seine, so I think it's kind of northern France around Paris kind of area.
Okay, so the outskirts of Paris, as always, it's going to be.
I think
the cost and the value goes outside of the place.
If I'm wrong there, just put it in the comments. I could actually get my geography a bit, a little bit mixed up. Then there's the Alpes-Maritimes, Seine, Saint-Denis. That's the Parisian area again.
That is.
Ile-de-France, Then you've got the Yvelines, which is Ile-de-France again. It's like Versailles way and all that. That's really, really high end.
It's actually the green part of Paris, isn't it?
It's very green.
The side area, and that's obviously where the big palace is as well. So it's a beautiful area. Beautiful area.
and then the Haute-Savoie. So I think we're doing well with this video so far. I have no idea how far into this video we are at the moment.
I don't know, long enough for the cat
Should
to
we
fall
just...
asleep. So, you know, we're
She's
taking a while.
happy.
She is.
Oh my god, I need to get her on camera. Can I just show you?
You can. So I don't know if she wants to be on camera, but she's happy. Let's say hello, Lena.
There she is. Oh look, she's loving her time on the table.
She's liking the fan, that's what it is.
She loves the fan.
It's the fan blowing against her, that's what she's loving. Oh, no, now she's awake. Now she thinks food's on its way.
Okay, I've disturbed her now. Anyway, we're about 30 minutes into the video. If we need to, we could always just separate this into two. But I just wanted to finish this video, okay, that was planned, because I just wanted to quickly go over the most desirable places for also expats to live in.
Yes, yeah, the main expat regions, or regions in France where expats move to.
Yeah. So, what we have, oh yeah, so also I can see that the upper classes in France like to live in Paris, Rouen, Seine-Maritime, Limoges, Haute, Vienne, Bordeaux and Gironde, okay? So we can go over these places a little bit quickly, but expats live mostly in the Parisian area. They like to go to Paris.
Okay, no, understandable.
Yeah, which is quite understandable. Because obviously for all those reasons, you know, you've got all the cultural life, you've got work, you've got everything, the whole French Parisian experience basically. Then it's the Dordogne.
Yeah, that's
unsurprisingly.
I've heard that, I've known that for a while. It's a very popular area for expats. For a couple of reasons, I think. They're moving from the UK. They generally able to set a property there, so they've got a bit of money in the bank, and you can get quite a reasonable amount for your money down there. It's quite sleepy, and
it's quite quiet.
It's subdued, and people.
There's real market towns. You get really nice markets down there, and the culture is really. You get a nice cultural feel. It's really green,
and the weather's good. It's hot.
You get this amazing, vast countryside of greenery and gorges and amazing chateaus and just these beautiful towns that are all just so beautiful.
Lovely.
You know.
Yeah, really nice.
No, that's
really
why
nice.
people like it there, and it's probably pretty affordable to do. You know.
I think it depends on where you're coming from. If you're coming from the UK, without a doubt, it's going to be an affordable place. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think there's also already, because there's a community there, people know that there's already a good community and that people live happily there with the French as well. And the French, you know, are quite used to the expats being around. So they help the English learn French and they work with them quite well. I've heard, and it all works very well.
It gives them the support that they need, maybe moving to a country that don't know the language. Where, you know, if you're moving to somewhere where you are the only person who doesn't really speak French in a town, it can be quite isolating, I suppose.
Mais il faut apprendre le français.
Oh.
Il faut apprendre à parler, voilà. But yes.
Yeah, it's necessary. It is necessary to speak.
Next, can you guess where the next place would be?
Normandy.
No.
No? Oh.
It's not on the list.
Is it not on the list?
No.
Oh.
Alpes-Maritimes.
Oh, okay.
It's the most desirable places for expats.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, when we lived, well, I don't know Alpes-Maritimes, but I know it's very popular for the Alps, especially, whether it's the Alpes-Maritimes, the Southern Alps, or the main Alps. It's always popular for Brits and expats, and even expats from different regions. I know that one of my friends who used to run a bar in the Alps, in Val Thorens, hugely popular with the Danish. Loads of Danes used to go there all the time. But obviously they speak English, so I'm not surprised by that. But the Alpes-Maritimes gives you that It's, gives you that sun, the sea, and the mountains.
I mean, it's the south, isn't it? You get all the beaches. You've got, all that coastline down there.
But I remember when we lived down there, you could get a bus from Nice in the winter. And bear in mind, Nice is on the coast, the beach coast, really nice. But you could get a bus from there in the winter, an hour and a half's drive, and it'll take you skiing, which was amazing.
Yeah, Nice is actually one of the most popular places as well to live for the expats, I've heard, and for the French even, because it's just a beautiful. Nice is it's really good for work. So
it's a big city.
It's a big city, and you just get this. Everybody says it's just such a good lifestyle, and everyone's just so happy down there.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that. The sun always brings happiness for me, and I love the sunshine.
It's a beautiful place.
Yeah,
we've been there before.
We have been there a couple of times.
We have.
But
it is very beautiful.
But it's interesting that you can actually go skiing in the winter when you wouldn't have thought so because you're living on the coastline. So it's quite interesting.
Do you remember when we went down to Nice and we thought, I really felt that the way the buildings have been built down there and the way that Nice is designed is very similar to Paris. It makes me think of Paris, the Parisian bâtiments, the buildings and the boulevards.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very similar, but it's like Paris in the south. That's how I felt. Anyway,
Paris with sunshine all the time.
Oh, it was beautiful. Beautiful place. The other place is Toulouse. Is one of the most desirable places for the. Yeah.
That wasn't far from us either, was it?
Toulouse, because you get work, the culture, the nightlife. But anyway, Toulouse is an amazing place to live. I've heard that people are very happy in Toulouse.
Yeah.
The next place, shall we get on with the next one? Can you guess where it is?
No.
The Aquitaine.
Oh, okay.
So you've got like the Garonne, L'Aude de Garonne.
Yeah, okay.
Agen, and all around there.
Yeah, it's a popular expat region again. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. Again, it's lovely weather, it's hot, it's nice.
It is beautiful.
Yeah, it's good, reasonable weather all year round. You don't have, I have a friend who lives down that way, actually from near Bordeaux, but she doesn't
like
have
the
to.
Elites. No, not the Elites, is it?
No.
Oh, Bordeaux.
But she doesn't very rarely wears a jacket in the winter.
Yeah.
It's just jumpers and that's about it, really.
Yeah, so, very mild winters.
Yeah.
And that's normal for the south of France.
It is.
As soon as you get below, we were talking about this the other day, but as soon as you get below kind of Nantes way, a bit further down.
Southern Brittany, really.
Yeah, southern Brittany, you get into La Vendée. It's called La Vendée, and then down there, then it really the temperature starts to go up.
Yeah.
And you can feel it's warmer down there. So then, and I mean the Aquitaine, it's famous for all its vineyards. It's famous for having big, lush tomatoes. They're famous for their tomatoes down there. They're like big. They are fruits, though, after all, but they're
big beefsteak
amazing.
Tomatoes. Lovely.
And I had some actually. I tasted some down there, and they are absolutely amazing. And then we have, where is it? Do you know where the last one on my list is?
Normandy has to be in there, surely.
It's not Normandy.
Oh, I will get this right one day.
It's the Midi-Pyrénées.
I wouldn't have got that. Wouldn't have guessed that. But it's a beautiful area. It's the mountains.
You can understand.
The mountains in the south, really. So it's not.
They are. It's amazing.
Yeah, on the borders of Spain.
Yeah.
The borders of Spain.
I think Pau is like one of the popular places down there.
Okay.
It's really. I mean, Pau. It's really the borders of Spain down there. So you are really you're pretty much nearly in Spain.
Well, you are. It borders the Pyrenees, borders the border. So you go through the Pyrenees and you'll be in Spain if you go to the top.
And to finish off, shall we finish with what has been voted as the happiest place to live in France this year?
I don't know, but I do know, or I had heard that Nantes was one of the happiest places to live in the world per capita for cost of living and experience and the weather and all of that. I had heard it's voted like one of the best places in the world to live, which is amazing.
Well, yes, it's. I think it was voted for many years Nantes, but this year it's Rennes.
Rennes, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
let me just double check.
Okay.
I don't want to say it. Okay, let me just see.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said that. I can understand why, but I wouldn't have said that myself.
I'm just going to check this out.
Yeah. I can certainly understand the reasons for that.
Yes, it's Rennes.
It's Rennes this year, is it? Okay.
It was voted the happiest place to live in France by French people in a nationwide survey, adding you've got locals vouching for it as well as foreigners. So everybody feels happy in Rennes. Every time we go through Rennes, I want to stop in Rennes and spend more time there, because it is the kind of place that you go through and you want to stop.
It is true.
But you know, there's some places you go through and you just want to run, basically.
Yeah, that is.
You just don't want to stay there.
It's true enough. Yeah. I mean, I've driven through a few of them, and it's but they just don't look as nice.
No,
to be frank.
But Rennes looks really nice. It does.
Okay.
Let's see, best places to live in France for expats. So we've got the Dordogne, Paris, Brittany is on the list.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. There's a lot of expats in Britain because it's not too dissimilar to the UK, but it's warmer because you're further south. Yme,
which is such an English place to live in France.
I've never heard of that.
It's down near the Aquitaine.
Oh, okay.
Yme, and but Yme, Saint-Gaudens, Lyon, Montpellier, and Paris. Okay, we've covered them.
Yeah, okay.
So we've covered the sunniest place to live, Marseille.
Oh, I'm not surprised. Marseille is hot.
So if you like being with the Marseillaise down there,
I mean,
many people. I mean, there are people that say it's a wonderful place to be.
I've heard it's a beautiful city. It's not far. You've got the coast next to it as well. It is on the coast. And you're actually in Spain now, aren't you?
Yeah.
To be honest.
Look, they have 2,858 hours of sunshine per year in Marseille.
And for those people who are in England, that's 2,857 hours more sunshine than you get.
Yeah, that's right. The best places to retire in France. Oh, can we just do this one quick?
If I can retire soon, then absolutely.
Before we go, I know this video is going to be long, but I might cut it in two. So retirement spots for France include. Do you have any ideas?
Provence is going to be one of them, because if you're going to want to, if you're going to want to retire, you're going to want to. If I was going to want to retire, I'd want to retire somewhere nice and hot. You know, live that holiday lifestyle. Yeah. Because you can, I mean, even in the winter you can sit outside. It's a bit cold actually. Yeah. Even in the winter it gets a bit cold down there. I mean, we had snow on Christmas Day, and when I went back down there, we had to come back. I went back down there. It was like an inch of ice in the swimming pool, so it was cold. But it's a beautiful area. It's come March. It starts getting warm and it stays sunny, warm right through until November? Yeah. At least November. Yeah. It doesn't start getting really cold until December, and it's only cold for a couple of months, and that's it.
And then by the time you get to February, it's spring, and spring is nearly it's pretty much spring. Yeah. March, it's warm.
Yeah. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by that at all.
So then we've got Montpellier, best place to retire.
Yeah, okay.
Lyon, which we've spoken about.
We have.
Aix-en-Provence. Aix-en-Provence is it's not my cup of tea, Aix.
No, it's again, we drive through it on the way to the south.
It's very central. Is nice. I couldn't see us live there.
No, it's another. It's actually I thought it's hotter than the south because you didn't have the breeze.
The thing is, it's it's not green. Le Var is really green because they still get a lot of rain, and it's really green. Even in the summer, it's green and lush.
Yeah.
That's what I love about Le Var. Aix-en-Provence is not lush and green anymore. It's barren, and it feels like a desert. It's dusty, and it's like a browny, reddy landscape of dust, and it just feels, it's just not for me. I just think it's not for me.
It's like Mars, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like Mars. Okay. Yeah, I don't really want to live on Mars either.
You just have these little grassy, tough bits
not for me.
here and there.
Not for me either.
That are all dried up, and
not for me. Not for me.
and it's really hot, and it's just not for me.
Yeah, not for me either.
But anyway, I'm not selling Aix-en-Provence, am I? Annecy.
Annecy's beautiful.
Oh, one of our favourite places.
And that's in,
Lovely.
that was about 30 minutes from where we lived in the Alps.
Yeah.
And it's actually in the Alps on the borders with Switzerland as well. And it's actually, they call it French Venice because it has waterways going through the town. And in the summer, it's you've got the lake to swim in. But in the summer, in the mountains, I don't know if anyone knows this, but the mountains get really hot in the summer. You can easily have days where it's 35, 40 degrees in the mountains in the summer.
Our children had to swim in the lake.
They
in
did.
Annecy.
They did. They did it in the
Such good
in the ice-fed lakes of the glacial
Beautiful.
fed lakes. So it can be a little bit chilly, but
We've
it's beautiful.
spent a lot of time there
Yeah.
because we lived not far from there at the time. And then the other regions are on the French Riviera, Provence, and Brittany.
Yeah, they're all those. I'm not surprised by that. Brittany and again, let's share it. It's cost effective. If you're retiring, you want as much money in your pocket so you can do lots of nice things and have yourself somewhere to live.
Yeah.
And it offers you that opportunity to be able to buy something.
It does.
So, yeah, I'm not surprised. And some beautiful regions.
Let's do one more just to round off this video because I'm going to be cutting this one in two. So, I like this one. Which French city has the best quality of life?
Like as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to say Nantes, actually, I think. Maybe. Brittany, Nantes. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with.
Apparently it's Grenoble.
I'm not surprised on that. I'm not surprised by that because it's a mountain city, which is not town, it's a city. So you've got the mountains close by for your winter fun and games, but in the summer you've also got sunshine and it's quite
Do you know
beautiful.
what? It's not just the best city in France for quality of life, but it's the best city in the world
Well, there you go. Why not? I'm not surprised.
for its quality of life.
Got great healthcare there. I know
By
from
the,
personal experience.
by the Oxford Economics Global Cities Index.
Okay, yeah, I'm not surprised.
And that was this year.
You know what I mean?
Where do... Yeah, what?
I was going to say, last time I went there wasn't through my own personal choice. It was through necessity from a minor incident with a mountain bike.
The doctors and surgeons had to look after you in Grenoble,
but
and they were amazing.
Great hospitals there,
Amazing.
great surgeons, great hospitals, and I thank them for it again. But it's it's a beautiful place. I have nothing but nice things to say about Grenoble actually, even though
They were amazing.
Yeah, it's beautiful place.
Where do rich people live in France?
Go to Paris, or Cannes, or Nice,
Is Paris?
or Saint-Tropez.
Yeah. Okay. Paris, Rouen. Oh, I really want to go to Rouen. I haven't been there.
I can't understand why they want
Oh,
to live
there
in
you go.
Rouen.
That's the Sainte-Marie team.
Yeah,
Rouen.
okay. Well, I don't understand why they'd want to live in Rouen if they can afford to live in Paris.
Rouen.
Maybe they can't afford to live in Paris.
No, but it's beautiful, Rouen.
Well, yeah.
It's amazing.
That's true.
Limoges, Haute-Vienne.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So Limoges. Yeah.
Nice.
That's not far from Aquitaine, huh?
No, it's not.
That's
it's
the Garonne and all of that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not far away from. It's like Dordogne, not far from
Southwest.
Dordogne.
Southwest of France.
Yeah, and then Bordeaux. Bordeaux isn't far. Bordeaux, c'est pas loin.
Yeah,
C'est
again,
pas loin.
it's
C'est
the-
la Gironde.
Yeah, the southwest of France. That's on, but Bordeaux's on the coast.
Which city in France is best to buy property?
Depends
I think we've been through that. I think you can make your own choice.
Depends how deep your pockets are is the answer.
That's it. That's quite.
Well, what do you want to get
pretty
out? What do you want to
much.
get out of it, and how deep are your pockets? That's the answer for that one. And you've got plenty of choice, without a doubt. You know, you can go anywhere you want to go, really. But
Yeah. That's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. We've really enjoyed it, haven't we?
Yeah, it's been great fun.
We've had some fun. We hope that all of you have enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel because it really helps the channel grow. And we will see you really soon. We hope you'll have a lovely week ahead of you and enjoy the summer, and
yeah,
we will talk to you all really soon.
Yeah, have a great summer, enjoy the sunshine, and take care everyone. We'll speak to you very shortly.